KATU Television Center in Portland for Oregon and Southwest Washington. This is Channel 2 News at 11.
Good evening, I'm Steve Dunn. Most Easter activities are over at this hour, but not before millions of people around the world celebrated Christianity's holiest day. In Rome, a crowd of 150,000 gathered in St. Peter's Square as Pope John Paul II led Mass. In his Easter message, the pontiff told a worldwide audience that love is more powerful than death, and life must be respected from its very beginning. He also repeated the Church's stance against abortion and artificial procreation. The Pope gave Easter greetings in 51 different languages during today's sermon. And around the Northwest, many churches had standing room only crowds for Easter services. The Berean Baptist Church in North Portland featured a full orchestra with a special music service. And in other news tonight, Portland police are looking for some car thieves that drove away from a Portland auto dealer with 6 Mercedes-Benz over the weekend. Police say the new cars, valued at nearly $250,000, were stolen from the Don Rasmussen dealership in downtown Portland. 2 of the cars were found parked a couple blocks from the dealership. A third was recovered in North Portland after it was involved in a hit-and-run accident. The search for the other 3 vehicles continues tonight. A man found dead in northeast Portland died from gunshot wounds to the head, according to police investigators. Residents of 125th Avenue found the body in a gutter and phoned police Friday night. An autopsy this weekend shows the victim had been shot. The identity of the elderly man has not been released tonight. Police say they have no suspects in that case. And the case of Sean Stevenson, accused of killing his mother, stepfather, and sister, goes to trial tomorrow in Vancouver. The 16-year-old Stevenson is being tried as an adult. If he's convicted of the aggravated murder charges, he could receive the death penalty. The murders took place at the family's home in Stevenson, Washington on New Year's Day. The trial is expected to last up to 6 weeks. And you'll soon be able to read the story of convicted killer Elizabeth Diane Downs. The book about the Springfield, Oregon woman is expected to reach bookstores next month. Downs is serving time for shooting her 3 young children in 1983, killing one of them. The book, entitled Small Sacrifices, A True Story of Passion and Murder, recounts the story of Downs' conviction and her claim that a stranger attacked her family on a deserted road near Eugene. The author, Ann Rule, also wrote a book about serial murderer Ted Bundy. It looks like a teacher strike in Eugene will go to its 13th day tomorrow. Negotiators for the district and teachers union met behind closed doors this weekend without reaching a compromise. The Eugene District Superintendent now says they're ready to break things open in the stalled contract talks. The strike has closed classrooms for 17,000 students. The district is threatening to use substitute teachers to reopen schools. In Coos Bay, the teacher strike continues, but school is back in session with substitute teachers. Steve Wick joins us now with a look at sports. Walter Berry made a return trip to Portland.
Yeah? Didn't do too well, you know.
Not too hot a reception.
Much to the delight of Blazer fans, I think. The Brewers do it again, and the Blazers close out the regular season against their old friend Walter Berry. The highlights coming your way next.
End your busy day with Channel 2 News at 6:30. News when you need it.
The regular season is history. 49 wins, ties the second best in Blazer history. 144-134 over San Antonio tonight. Former Blazer Walter Berry returns to the city he spurned. Welcome back, Walter, say Blazer fans. Walter apparently can't hear them. He's smiling. Not a good night for the truth. If the truth be told, Walter was horrible. 12 points. 8 of them come very late. The Blazers in control the whole way. Jerome Kersey plays 40 minutes and responds with a career-high 28 points. Jerome beating the big Artis Gilmore on the boards. Blazers up by 5 at the half. Also with a career-high, Kevin Duckworth, 18 points. The Duck also pulls down 8 rebounds. The Blazers close with 2 straight wins and hopefully momentum for the playoffs which begin next Friday here in Portland against the Houston Rockets.
We just had a great time this year. It's been a big change, a very enjoyable year, and we're looking forward to the playoffs to cap it off.
Boston beat Atlanta to claim the best record in the Eastern Conference. The Sixers beat the Bullets. The Sonics knock off the Lakers 110-104. Golden State by 20 over the Clippers. Portlander Tom Trebelhorn could probably run for mayor and be elected in Milwaukee. Treb and the Brewers are the talk of Brewtown after opening the season with 12 straight wins. A great comeback today. Down 4-1 to Texas in the bottom of the ninth. Rob Deere with his second homer of the game. A 3-run shot ties it up. Deere leads the majors with 7 dingers. 2 outs, 1 man on when Dale Swain brings the sellout crowd to its feet with the game-winning homer. 6-4 the final. The Brewers set an American League record for wins at the start of the season. They can tie the Major League mark tomorrow in Chicago. Elsewhere, the Yanks blank the Royals in both games of a doubleheader. The Tribe takes 2 from the O's. Chicago 7, Detroit 2. Boston beats Toronto. Minnesota by a run over California. And the Mariners 8-1 over Oakland. In the National, the Giants take over first in the West thanks to this 9th-inning error by the Braves' Glenn Hubbard. Chris Brown comes home from third, scores the game winner, 4-3 Giants. Freaky play in St. Louis, a foul ball out of play off the bat of Jack Clark. Now watch Met backup pitcher Barry Lyons. He goes into the Card dugout full steam ahead, and he hit pitcher John Tudor, who was sitting on the bench. Tudor suffers a broken bone in his knee. The Card's ace will be out 2 to 3 months. Oof. The Reds and Astros split a pair. The Dodgers clobber San Diego 9-1. Pittsburgh 5-2 over the Phils. The Expos beat the Cubs 3-1. He's known as the longest hitter on tour, but distance off the tee had never produced a win for Davis Love III until today. Love fires a 67 in the final round of the Heritage Classic. Distance plus accuracy right here. Davis' first tour win is worth $117,000. You still think the Brewers are going to go 162-0?
As a matter of fact, I do.
Well, they're the only team with a shot at it.
It's not bad. Who would have believed it?
I didn't.
A lot of folks picked him for last place, didn't they?
Yeah, I still think they'll finish down there.
It still could happen. You're right. We'll have to wait and see. Thank you very much, sir. Still to come on Channel 2 News. A look at the week ahead weather-wise. Grant McCormick will have it after this. Well, a very pleasant Easter surprise in the weather department for Northwesterners tonight. That is warmer days, clear skies for the next several. In fact, if we look at our latest local satellite picture, we're going to see exactly why. That is high pressure parked off of the northern California coastline, which is spread throughout the Pacific Northwest this evening. The only cloudiness of any is showing up on the west side of the Cascades over towards the coast in Washington, but that, at this point anyway, is just high variable cloudiness and no moisture being reported at all. If we take a look at some temperatures across the state today, on average, we warmed up a good 5-6 degrees than yesterday, and we promise to do the same tomorrow, another 5 or 6 degrees. 57 here in Portland for the high today, 55 in Salem, 50s along the coast with a warm spot in the state, 62 down there at Brookings on the south coast, 60 in Medford, 53 Klamath Falls, 53 Redmond, 59 the Dalles, 52 Pendleton, and 49 in the city of Baker. Washington looks like this, on average in the 50s, low to upper 50s, 56 in Seattle, 54 Olympia, a little warmer in Yakima with 59, and 54 Walla Walla, 57 Wenatchee, and 50 in Spokane. The latest Eastern Pacific satellite picture shows that this high pressure is extending all the way over into Idaho with clear skies. We do see a disturbance out of the Gulf of Alaska, and if we look at our upper air, this is the jet stream at 18,000 feet. We see that we have a primary jet stream that is down into California, a secondary jet stream which is up into British Columbia. Now, this is good news because we call this a split flow. And essentially, it means that this disturbance that's coming at us is going to be torn apart so that it will be dissipating as it comes on shore. There is a chance for some cloudiness and a slight chance of rain along the northern Oregon coast and Washington coast along about Tuesday. But for most of us, nice weather. So your forecasts look like this. Along the Washington-Oregon coastline, fair conditions overnight and mostly sunny skies tomorrow, even warmer temperatures, 62 in Ocean Park. Southwest Washington, partly cloudy overnight, mostly sunny and warmer on Monday. The Valley, fair conditions overnight, mostly sunny and warmer with some high clouds tomorrow. And the Cascades, the freezing level, 7,000 feet, will be rising to about 10,000 feet this time tomorrow. Sunny and warmer on Monday for the Columbia River Gorge as well. East side, clear and cold overnight, sunny and warmer on Monday.
And finally, Portland, Vancouver, clear and cool overnight with some frost in the outlying areas, but sunny and warmer tomorrow. Steve, I know it's your day off. Go out and play some golf. You deserve it.
I don't know if I deserve it, but I certainly will give it a shot. Thanks, Grant, very much. With winter almost behind us, many area ski resorts are starting to shut down. And at Winter Park, Colorado, the season went out with a splash. The spring splash is actually a race. The contestants dress in outlandish costumes, ski down an obstacle course, and try to make their way across a pond on their skis. For many a contestant, however, the ski season ends before they can even cross the finish line. And we've been showing you various Easter egg hunts all weekend, but you can't beat this one. It was billed as the world's largest dog Easter hunt. And 140 dogs searched for colored eggs and got points for finding those eggs. Now, they weren't expected to eat them, but we all know how that goes, and dogs will be dogs. That is our report tonight. Thanks for watching. Have a real good week. Good night.